And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome. You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to Koi Place Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. We're looking at, in this round of read, is going to be your career read for the month of December. Career as in jobs, opportunities, potential partnerships, dealings, things like that. Ultimately, that build out the labor and the career for the life that we want to live. Cool, right? So as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what does not, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, am not here to purposefully misguide you. That's not what I do at this table. We just lay it all out, good or bad, rain or sunshine. And in that, I hope the conversation guides you to where you need to go. That's it. So follow along with me in your read today, Pisces, your career read. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. We're going to start over here for the past orientation in a time-based phase. That way we can have a clear trajectory of what's going on, yeah? Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Pisces in the read. What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Pisces in the read today? We start with the past. Magician, power of manifestation, what we were trying to bring in. Nine of Swords, how so? Okay, good. I actually like that. Here's why. Four of Cups. A long burden of apathy and disappointment, now spelling out nightmares and fears. And so the Magician must manifest. In other words, the life path trajectory you saw yourself on, Pisces, you weren't liking it. And that's totally understandable. I can see why in the past. And you said, no. Put your foot down. We have to do something with this. So it was an overhaul of anxiety that you were dealing with. But more than that, we're living with reality that, hey, it's not going to get better until I try and make it. So let's try and make it. And with that truth, hopefully we got what we wanted. If not, we're on those steps to getting on that pathway. Cool, got it. Present orientation, show the cards that we need to see, please, for Pisces in this read. What of the here and now? What are the cards we need to see, please, for Pisces upon this read today? And last. Heartbreak and remorse. The Three of Swords, why so? Eight of Wands, what we're directly communicating with. Walking away. So it didn't exactly turn out how we wanted it to. I can get that. But if we can leave better and on our own terms, a win's a win. Promise you, a win is a win. For what it's worth, I think for what you were operating with, Pisces, you were digging yourself out of a ditch or a gutter. It just wasn't the best position you were in. You're trying to make the best of what you could do. Now we have to sit with the reality of, yeah, I really got to leave this behind now. Okay, cool. I totally understand that. But when we could directly communicate with our desires and needs at this point and couple that with the Eight of Cups, that notion of the choice of abandonment, we're not having it being done to us, which was the biggest fear I saw back here of a situation that is spiraling out of control. And it's just, hey, I don't even want to touch this. I'm too miserable having to deal with this. Just leave me be, right? Now you're leaving it be, but you're leaving on your own terms. And I think for whatever that's worth, Pisces, that is something. It may not have been, the best thing that you ever wanted. But if you had to put that much energy into fighting off anxieties, fears, nightmares, everything that could have been, then at least when you leave now, the weight will be lifted. I know it doesn't feel like that right now, but it will be. Future orientation, show the cards that we need to see, please, for Pisces and the future orientation of their career read. Ooh, interesting, but it didn't pop out. They didn't hit the table, so I cannot take. Show the cards that we need to see, please, for Pisces in this read today. Empress, the best, the highest, the most productive version of ourselves has yet to come. That's what I'm saying. Ten of Cups, harmonizing with purpose in our reality. Here, everything that should go right will when I can leave this behind. How so? The sun. There we go. And there we go. Eventually, things will get better when we make them so. I know we try to stick, try to tough it out, try to do whatever we needed to maintain our position wherever we were. But the reality is, right now, we're so heartbroken that we're having to leave this behind, rather than understanding that maybe we feel all this pain because of what it meant to us, but there is a brighter future ahead if we are brave enough to go see it underneath it all. Queen of Pentacles, maximizing opportunity, being comfortable in the investment. And that's why I'm saying, Pisces, it doesn't feel good right now. And I totally understand that. What I also want you to understand is that it's often darkest before dawn. That's the easiest way I could put it. If we're trying to go to a better and brighter future, then maybe when we cut ties and it starts to, the pain and everything starts to wane away, we could focus on what is right for us. Better futures are out there if we let them come to us. So next, show us the cards that we need to see, please. Cards of connection between the time-based orientations of this read. What is held between the past and the present of this read today? Oh, that's a break. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Pisces in this read. What happens between the past and present? The what was and the what is. Okay. Two of Cups. What defines the Two of Cups? Because I'm getting a different vibe from it. Eight of Swords. Strength, the card of Leo. So I'm reading two different things here, and normally I don't really get that in the read because I try to focus on the career aspect, but it must be said. Some of you may have been dating on the job, and I get that. I get that. These types of things happen. The Two of Cups with the Eight of Swords. What do we do? Like, here we are. If your person is a Leo, sure, take that as it may, but trying to find the strength to persevere. And the thing is, you're trying to make a job in that relationship last at the same time, and that can't happen, right? Eventually something had to give because the imbalance became too much. I get that. I understand it. Now, for the other meaning that it has, I'm also looking at a potential Pisces who thought that this was their, long-term occupation. They really wanted to make this fit a dynamic that they already had set out for themselves. Like, even using the data metaphor still, whether or not you were dating on the job, Pisces, this is like when somebody meets somebody that all their friends is telling them that they're wrong for them, but they're like, no, give them a chance. And they try to make them fit a mold rather than accepting, no, me and this person aren't compatible. Right? That's the dynamic that's happening right now. Whether or not you were dating a person at the job is not functionally relative. What is that this was becoming further and further taxing and painful upon your life. There's just so many swords and so much pain that I don't know if this was causing health issues or some type of dynamic, but regardless, you had to harness everything out of yourself just to make it work. And if you have to do that, then what else are you losing out on? That's a new question I want you to spiral in your mind, okay? Next, between the present and the future, show the cards we need to see, please, for Pisces in this reading. Between the here and now and the future of what could be. What do we need to know for Pisces upon this read today? If you see me close my eyes like that, it's not because I'm trying to give off, this mystic aesthetic. It's because the ring light has been very intense as I've done a lot of reads today. Five of Wands. Okay. So we established that the conflict is what it is not sustainable. I need to actually call a spade a spade. I can't keep moving around in zombie mode, trying to pretend that everything's okay. Magician, the power of manifestation. Here, a new version. What so? Eight of Wands, because when I can directly speak to everything that ailed me, the reasons why I had to leave, the things I want to aim for, maybe then they can actually come to fruition instead of me fighting over something I can't even keep alive in the first place. It is what it is. I think that's good of you because we finally came to our own personal breaking point. And by extension, we found a boundary that is progress. Yeah, Nine of Swords, nightmares, fears, anxieties. Here, the reason I don't like that is because it's coupled with the Queen of Pentacles. We're trying to force ourselves to get comfortable with it rather than calling it out. There's something here that is just, you're so hard insistent that this has to work that we can't understand that, if our dreams are meant to be our deep-rooted hopes and aspirations, our nightmares are supposed to tell us, the things that ail us so that we can, in the real world, combat them, right? That's the purpose of nightmares and dreamscapes. So if we're talking about the Nine of Swords, first we had that in the past of saying, no, I can make it work, even while you're exhausted and burning yourself out. Now we have it over here saying, well, maybe this is what it is. I guess I just got to deal with it. Right? This hard insistence that I had to be okay with everything that makes me not okay. And it had to break apart eventually, Pisces. I'm sorry to say it. So next, show us cards we need to see, please. Define the major arcana across the table. We look first towards the Magician. What of the power of manifestation? First in the past orientation of this read. We start now with the Magician. Star, card of Aquarius. And where you didn't understand, or what you didn't understand at the core of the matter from where you were, Pisces, is that your nightmares were telling you kind of the flip side of your hopes. You were actually finally trying to say, I don't know if I can do this anymore, if I can deal with this. This entire job is stressing me out. I can't, this is becoming more and more untouchable and unnegotiable for me. You're actually manifesting a better tomorrow. It was completely unintentional. I get that, but you still were. Next, to the Empress, base level optimism, the Page of Wands. We remember the good that's within us and how it comes out every single day. To the Sun, Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity to find genuine happiness. If we can learn to walk away properly, it will be there. To the Strength, the card of Leo, Four of Pentacles, holding on. It took such just effort and investment over something we felt we couldn't control anymore to just try to hang in there. I don't know how we can move forward on that. To the Magician, Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands has come out now 3 times in your read. We are directly speaking to what we actually want, not the things that we try to coach ourselves around having meaning for it. So the King of Pentacles, what is the right investment here? Emperor, make a choice and stand on it. Once you leave, don't ever look back. Emperor, the card of Aries. Resolution, we go cards of resolution in this reading. What happens in the space of resolution for Pisces in the read today? What happens in the space of resolution for Pisces in the read today? Three of Wands, anticipating the horizon, believing the excitement of what could be. Nine of Pentacles, individuation factor, having my own, the keys to my own garden. We're going to be free. I know we're reluctant to do it right now, but we're going to be happy later on now that we've done it. Underneath it all, Five of Pentacles. And so what keeps us locked and trying to make the best of it, we fear being left behind. If we wanted this thing so bad, first a job, and potentially for some of the Pisces who are dating at their job, let's call it a spade, we're so afraid of what could be, we won't allow what will. We gotta get comfortable with the uncomfortable. This is not sustainable. When we make our choices, speak to what we want, brighter futures are ahead. So as a recap, Pisces, what I see in your read today, we're hanging on by a thread of something that was no longer sustainable. And once we make the choice to walk away, it hurts a lot. But once we realize and start to recenter what conflict is versus what I am and what I played into it, we can start to actually ask, well, what do I actually want? What is the conflict here if I'm not developing or I constantly feel drained and unappreciated here? It's coming from a space of fear. I totally understand that. Let the brightness of your tomorrow come from a space of abundance. That's all I got in your read today. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, you may not feel like it right now, but you'll get there eventually, I promise. Take care.